Just like I said they would, fires are exploding now in Saskatchewan. I believe the Shoe and Campfire have merged, like I said they would, into one mega fire. We have activity waking up in Manitoba now as the heat begins to move that direction more. I think a couple of those fires by the Ontario border had a little bit of a down day for burning yesterday. A lot of cloud cover in the area. That seems to have ceased mostly. Let's get to some of the stories. There it is. This is bad news.
My God. Anything could happen.
I'll watch the video later. They dry mopping this. Oh yeah, Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel here, by the way. Hit like, share, subscribe. Joey only up in the Caribou Mountains, 3,953 feet above sea level, in my chair of weather and wilderness knowledge and wildfire knowledge as well. Okay, let's have a look at what's been going on. We're nearing 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means we're a couple hours ahead out there in Manitoba, where it's still 26 reported on the Ontario side there, 25s in northern Manitoba, 25 in Thompson. Fire weather. We know that this is dry. We know there's a lot of wind here in the Caribou right now. There's a lot of wind in northern BC. It's breezy out there. Active fire weather in Prince Albert, almost pushing 30 still, even though we're getting into the night there. La Ronge, 28, pushing high temperatures, even though we're into the night there. Same with the far north. Very warm. Even the Yukon's got some 20s. Churchill up to 25. Very warm. It's still May, folks. It's still May. Reporting strong wind gusts in the 40s through the Caribou. 29 steadies in Prince George. That's drying fuels out, is what that's doing. So one of the side effects of this warm, windy weather is it quickens how fast things will dry. How the forest fuels, all the small things. Strong winds in Peace there, 65 gusting. Doig Mountain, 1. I think there's something wrong there in Doig Mountain. Battleford reporting 40. Got some pretty strong winds, pushing 40s. Yeah, for gusts in through some of those fire-challenged areas in Manitoba today and Saskatchewan. Going to watch the fires wake up in Saskatchewan this morning. Some on the Manitoba side, even the one at Cross Lake. Look at the smoke, man. It's really wild. Very smoky through that entire northeast side of Saskatchewan and through northern Manitoba. Crazy smoky. We got some fire activity. And the talk is all Saskatchewan right now, but as we see, the fact that the fires in Manitoba are waking up, that heat is moving east, that very dry air is moving east. Look at all these fires here. Unbelievable. The size of some of these, the campfires, the aggressive burning, how much smoke they're kicking off. East of the White Shell, that fire seems to be waking up a little bit. All this went through Nopabing, waking up today, showing a lot of increased activity through these fires. You can see that the darker orange means the most recent. These are the colors are time scale, right? So the white is long ago, the red, and this is just the last 24 hours, basically the last day or two, what we've been seeing for fire activity there. And if we head on up Cedar Lake a little bit up there, but it's right at this community, so that's really concerning. Easterville. And there's been some evacuations today in Manitoba. I'm not the one to give you the details on that. This is an evacuation channel necessarily. This is a fire behavior weather channel in that regard. A lot of activity on these fires up in the north there. Showing fresh activity taking off. The fires in Manitoba are waking up. They're taking off. Look at this guy. He's really developed ahead and really ran today. So that's very telling. And we've seen that, showed some activity yesterday, but this is a big change, a big jump. It's sort of back to doing what it wants to do. It's gone from this Kississing Lake here all the way up to there in just a matter of days. The head of this fire is now 58, 56, 55 kilometers, something like that between it and the relative starting point somewhere back in this southwest corner. Flin Flon, Manitoba. Big fire right near Flin Flon. That's, of course, on the border just to the northeast of Flin Flon. So that's very concerning for them there. Very concerning to see that fire. Look at the growth of it. Look how much it's moved today. The dark orange shows how much it's moved. Up here just to the east of Pucktawagan, smaller fire by today's standards, but a very large fire. And then this guy here north of Lynn Lake, they have evacuated Lynn Lake as well. You can see a lot of this fire activity is moving away, but this is very, very close, this guy here, and it showed activity moving towards the town. So they have made some evacuations there, some critical wildfire moments going on. Up in the north here, Jay Smith, look at all the activity on that. You're just getting the picture now. Look how much activity we are seeing in these fires in Saskatchewan today. We're not done. Those ones to the west of La Ronge, concerned about that, although it seems to be some burn scars between there and La Ronge. Wolf, okay, well, we'll get to Wolf. Here's the shoe in the campfire now, right? So we were looking at this yesterday. We were doing some measuring on it, trying to get a picture on what we're dealing with here. This is a very large fire. As I showed you yesterday, over 100 kilometers from the fire heads, very northeast flank to the very, very south. So we're talking massive fire. Let's see the distance today. Can't really see what's there because of that thing's in the way. Run down this flank. This is rough. There's people who are professionals that do much more than this. I'm going to exclude those outliers. They could be smoke or something. Come back down to here. Oh, we even left some out. But it looks like we're at 3,000 square kilometers now. The area that's encompassed between the shoe and campfire looks to me like they have merged. They effectively have merged, folks. Okay, so that's a prediction that was pretty obvious from a couple days ago. We got it right here. Fires are merging out there in Saskatchewan. 3,000 square kilometers of fire activity. Oh my God, that's so nuts. It's so nuts. Wolf showing a lot of movement on its head today. Some of that return here might be from just the smoke that the satellite's getting. So it's hard to say. We just measured 3,000 square kilometers. It may not be exactly that. We don't necessarily know the exact because we're not the professionals here. They know their fire perimeter better than us. But yeah, lots of activity. All these Saskatchewan fires waking up. I don't seem to see much evidence of new fires from yesterday's thunderstorms. There's a couple, though, that look like we might have some new fires that have started in Alberta, I'm guessing. This looks to show a lot of activity today north of Cold Lake. And I think we're seeing fire activity begin to wake up in British Columbia, like I suggested we would. Some of these dots are definitely fire activity. Of course, this one is for sure here. Look at that. That's showing heat. That's showing movement. So as the days warm up, the fuels dry out. Those fires are becoming more and more active. The rest of the province still pretty quiet. Nothing that stands out as obvious fire signals in BC. And it's only going to get worse, folks. Like we see, this heat is making its way east, warming up. Going to see 27s in Winnipeg, right? But here's the concern. Flin Flon, these areas up to Thompson, high 20s again, high 20s, maybe even 30s in a lot of places there, Birch Hills and whatnot. So we're talking active fire weather. We know the humidity is going to be very low. We looked at that yesterday. So we're expecting low humidex values. That will drive fire weather. Kamloops probably going to be a little hotter even yet, still showing 33 today. Every day we're creeping up in our forecast. Well, tomorrow's the day, so I guess we're going to find out tomorrow. And of course, even warmer down the U.S. side there, 33s, whatnot in Yakima, 30s in the Caribou. Quesnel probably going to hit 30. Prince George going to hit 30, and that's when we're going to see our thunderstorms start to fire off, like I was saying in yesterday's forecast video. Low pressure's trying to squeeze into the province. It's trying to develop into BC. I expect to see thunderstorms on Wednesday, even though the models aren't looking great. Some of these aren't coming with, there's signals there. They're in different places now, especially up towards Mackenzie, up towards Williston there. Not a lot of rain in that lightning. Should we get it? I think Thursday still looking to be thunderstorm day for us in BC. And we're going to have lightning kick off. It's going to be bad because now we've had these temperatures really, really hot all the way up through into the far, far north. Yellowknife, even 23. Hay River at 31 Celsius high level. We're going to see a lot of these lightning strikes that show up on Thursday start brand new fires. Strongest storms in BC still looking to be down in the south. Caribou starts to have more activity on there. Looks like we got some strong thunderstorms possible in that sort of region there. Trail, Boundary, and then up the Monashis, into the Kootenays, Cranbrook, into the Rockies there. Strong thunderstorm activity. The rain will come in behind, but some of the thunderstorms at first might not have a lot of rain on the front north of Cranbrook. So that's a concern for fire starts. Hopefully the rain will get there and douse whatever happens. And we're looking hard at the severe potential for Alberta there on Thursday as well. Looking at severe thunderstorms being that reality for Edmonton. Well, I'm concerned about what we might be seeing. Strong thunderstorms up into the Northwest Territories. Bad fire starts are going to be bad, man. We're really into it right now already, and it's not even quite June yet. It's not quite June yet. Our best hope is that Saskatchewan can avoid taking any more lightning. Got rain coming through for Saskatchewan. That system's going to make its way east of. If that lightning can stay in the south of the province, that's pretty good news. We'd like to see no more fire starts, and hopefully a little bit of this rain at least calms things down a bit on Friday, but it won't calm it for long because we're going to be back into warm temperatures across the board again into the weekend for Western Canada, more or less. Southern BC more so. Caribou probably cooling off a little, but still high teens up in the north there. Still high teens up through the Northwest Territories. So concerns about wildfires. Back to fire weather into Saskatchewan, into Manitoba, right? And let's just go back on to Wednesday for a second. When we have the hottest temperatures in BC and very hot temperatures across the board, hot temperatures screaming all the way up into the Northwest Territories, and this is the fire weather day. Is going to be the worst probably of the bunch, at least out of this week, because the humidity is crazy low. We're talking 20%. Fire likes to breathe dry air. Perfect combination there, and even some blustery winds in parts of the prairies. Over the next bunch of days, strong winds in the BC interior on Wednesday again. Strong winds up into Calumet there. So Wednesday looking strong for you. That's going to keep moving its way across. You can see the winds coming. So we got a wind event ahead of this rain too, right? So that's another concern for these fires. Absolutely in Saskatchewan. And they might take some rain, but they might also take a lot of wind in the process. So very windy through Western Canada, very windy. The coast of BC coast has been just getting nailed, and it kind of deserves its own forecast video, to be honest, because what's been going on for the North Coast has been really epically ugly. Here they are today, essentially taking atmospheric river conditions along the coast well, and that's why it's so unsettled and overcast here, right? This heat's trying to fight its way into BC. This weather's trying to prevent it. So, that's the game changer, is some of this energy can get inland, some of this moisture, and then come across. Yeah, it might drop a little bit of rain ahead. It's going to have a lot of thunderstorms for BC and Alberta. We're going to see fire starts be sort of the story associated with some of that, and we're watching that move across, give a brief respite in burning conditions, maybe drop a little bit of rain on some of those fires, albeit I don't think much. It's like one line, one system moving through. It's not a big change in the forecast. You'll get back to burning soon enough. Our fire danger maps right now reflect that really, really bad situation for the north. Like I say, for the Northwest Territories, we know there's going to be a lot of lightning coming at you. There's going to be a lot of heat tomorrow for you. It's a bad situation. They are going to see lots of new fire starts. Saskatchewan in extreme fire danger for a lot of it. Manitoba seeing it creep up. Ontario seeing it creep up now. Across northern Quebec starting to creep up just like that. BC starting to creep up, especially northeastern BC, seeing that danger really high there. Lots of new lightning coming for that area. Well, that's just today. Let's look at tomorrow. Boom, across the board there. Getting more dangerous in the BC interior, although they don't think so for the mountains on either side there. It seems like the danger is fairly low still in the mountains, but in the interior itself, yeah. Northeast BC, yeah, and then Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, across to Ontario, across the entire north, right over into Quebec, seeing that danger creep up, seeing it getting more concerning for me. What about the buildup index? That's a big one, right? What are the fuels like? The buildup index is like everything together, and that buildup index tells us where some of the most aggressive fire behavior is most likely going to be. Seems like that quadrant of, Saskatchewan's in a lot of it. And then, 60 to 90 still really high BUIs, but higher than 90 is crazy high buildup index, crazy high BUIs. So we're seeing those BUIs climb up into BC interior. We're seeing that fire danger translate. The Saskatchewan active wildfire situation map looks like something that was made on Windows 95. You got to do better than this, Saskatchewan. You really got to. Like, this barely tells you anything. Like, there's some weird looking fire moniker there. Shoo. for what we're seeing there for activity, this isn't unacceptable anymore. So in Saskatchewan right now, you figure the 5-year average is 124 fires in a year, 165 were last year, 205 already this year, 19 active right now, 11 evacuation orders, 12 other emergency supports going on actively, 23 so far this year. The 5-year average is 9. So we're into a bad situation for Sask, okay? This is a bad situation for them. Even the flooding this spring was bad. They've been getting hit by several directions there, so not great maps, Like, I really can't tell much from these maps. They got to do better than this, Saskatchewan. You got to do a lot better than this now. And here's Manitoba's fire hazard map there, the fine fuel moisture code, Duff moisture codes, right? The different mop-up difficulty going on here. You get kind of the idea, right? Build-up index there, FWIs. Still, I find like Manitoba, you can do better. You can do better as well on your fire danger maps and things like that. Time to up the game, everybody. Time to put some money into our wildfire agencies. So where is fire smoke going to be going over the next couple days? Here we have it, up towards the east. Now look how it's going to start spreading around. Going to get smoky all through the prairies, Manitoba. You're about to see the smoke coming into you, I think. Later, as you get later here comes the smoke right for you, moving on down. So going to get smoky. They do expect to see some of these fires in BC and Alberta that are already lit show activity as well. They're anticipating that in this forecasting model. So keep that in mind too. We're going to see more activity up there, and we're going to have, from the lightning and the heat, we're going to see more fires start to show their face, start to pop up. So that's what I got, I think, more or less so far for you. You can go somewhere else and find the videos of people running and people screaming and crying and forests burning up and things like that. I don't have that for you here today, right now. Please hit like, share, subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member or joining my Patreon, because YouTube's been mad at me lately for my sense of humor, I guess is the way to put it. And I've been finding a lot of my videos getting flagged or not being allowed to get monetized and things like that. So that's cutting into my bottom line and making me have to work harder to produce content as well. So all the support does help. Thanks very much, everybody. We'll try to come back at you tomorrow with some more on this.